So let's set all that aside for a moment. Let's go to one of my friends, Mike Smith from MediaMikes.com. He's going to catch us up on the big movies this week. Mike, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, we're so blessed. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we have a couple movies, the to-do list, and, of course, Hugh Jackman in The Wolverine. Let's start with the to-do list, Mike. Give me a heads up here on who's going to like it, who's not, who should and shouldn't go see this movie.
Well, don't take your kids. It's another one of the Bridesmaids wannabe film. It's occasionally funny, very raunchy. It has good performances, especially Bill Hader from Saturday Night Live. But the problem with it is that it took all of the jokes like one beat too far. The writer-director, I think, had a little problem with editing, trying to get a point across where what, and the plot is, it's the girl, she's the school valedictorian, but she's off to college, and everyone says, you've got to do this, you got to do that. You have to get a little experience before you go to college, so she makes a list of pretty much any and all things you could imagine sexual that she needs to learn. And she, has a friend, let's do this, let's try this. But when the experiences happen where it could have been kind of sweet and kind of a coming-of-age story, it just hits you over the head, and it's like, wow, that's really inappropriate. So, yeah, like I said, a good cast, occasionally funny, but tries too hard. So,
we're in the age of those raunchy films, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to something else. Wolverine, you had an interesting assessment, and actually this is kind of what I've heard of a lot of other folks, too. This movie, for superhero movies, just for Windows, is over 2 hours long. It is a little bit on the longer side, and this one, unfortunately, kind of feels like it. That was kind of your assessment.
Well, unfortunately, for whatever reason, this year, especially, filmmakers feel that that last confrontational battle has to go on forever. Iron Man 3, Man of Steel towards the end felt like Superman 2. Just let's throw each other across the city and see what we can destroy. Up till then, though, The Wolverine is a very good film, directed by James Mangold, who did Copland and Walk the Line, so it was very surprising choice of director, but he does a good job setting the pace. There's some great action scenes, including a fight, Wolverine and a bunch of the Yakuza in Japan on top of one of those bullet trains that go 300 miles an hour. That's really well staged, but by the time the end comes, he's got to defeat pretty much everybody in Japan to accomplish his goal.
All right, I don't want you to.
It gets tedious almost towards the end.
All right, I don't want you to spoil it, but I do hear that this does at least have a little bit of a setup for next year's X-Men movie. There is another X-Men movie coming next year, X-Men Days of Future Past. So that's true. There is a little after-credit scene of some kind?
Yes, it's with all the, except for Iron Man 3, with all of the recent Marvel films. Don't get up right away when the lights come up.
All right, so there's a little after-credits thing there to
yes.
Keep whetting our appetites for more, so to speak. So,
yes.
All right, Mike, I wanted to get your opinion on something. I was kind of shocked by this. Total Film did a great job. They were looking at 2015, and if you haven't heard about 2015, for those of you listening, it is almost becoming a glutton of films at this point, and they did a great job listing some of these. But at some point, it almost becomes absurd, doesn't it? Now, let me run down a list here. We have another Avengers movie, Age of Ultron. We have Star Wars that's expected to return, another James Bond movie, another Avatar movie. We have just mountains of these films. Terminator's supposed to be back that year. I mean, we have so many films. At what point, Mike, do we just sort of we can't afford to go to the movies that much?
Well, what's going to happen is that they're going to be, I'm sure they're all going to be in 3D. So that's going to jack the price up by $5 more. You've also got the Fantastic Four reboot is due that year. The new James Bond, Jurassic Park 4.
Yeah, Independence Day. We have tons of kids movies too, sequels. We have a Penguin movie from Madagascar, the Smurfs again. We have Alvin the Chipmunks again. We have a Peanuts adaptation, Finding Dory, the Finding Nemo sequel, a Cinderella movie. I mean, it's just almost like overload, and then they're going to be upset when we all don't go to the movies and want to drop $15 a ticket.
Oh, exactly. Some of these are going to be flops, or else people are just going to have to budget more, and we forgot to mention, probably besides Episode 7 of Star Wars, the most anticipated film is going to be the new Superman, because Batman's going to show up.
Oh, that's true. I mean, and that was what just announced at San Diego Comic-Con, right?
Yeah. It's going to be, I'm sure they'll all do well, because each of these films that we've discussed has a built-in fan base. Obviously people will go see it, but I don't know if they're all going to make the numbers. They're all not going to make $1 million,
right?
And and some will be judged not as flops, but as disappointments because they didn't make $1 billion. But that's the economy. Like I said, I'm very fortunate that I really haven't had to pay for a movie in 30 years.
Well, we'll be a little envious, and we'll end there because that's not fair, my friend. But I do appreciate all of your hard work. If you are not already subscribing to MediaMikes.com, you're missing out on a ton of reviews. Mike cannot even scratch the surface of the books, the CDs, the DVDs, Blu-rays, all the stuff you should be spending your money on, giving you an analysis not only of what's good and bad, but also an insight sometimes of what we don't read in most of these reviews is who's going to like this movie, who's not going to like this movie, who should and shouldn't see them, because that's so important, because not everybody is on the same equal playing ground. So, Mike, as always, my friend, do take care. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good week. Bye.
All right. Well, Bob, you got one of those 2015 movies that you're just ready to get your ticket now?
Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm still with A Few Good Men, 1992.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So he's not our movie guy, obviously, and we are ready to go to our final guest of the show. We told you it was going to be busy. We have Dr. Daniel Powell on with us. Daniel, are you there?
I'm here. How are you guys?
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. Now, Dr. Daniel Powell is the chair of the music department over at the Patel Conservatory. He's at the Straz Center. And for those of you in the greater Tampa Bay area, you know of the Tampa Performing Arts Center, which is now called the Straz Center. Most of us know about all the different Broadway shows that have been there, obviously Wicked and Warhorse and all that. But we had Dr. Powell on. He's going to talk to us a lot about some of the really, really cool and exciting stuff that's also going on. And there's an event called the Little Mermaid Junior that's coming up and some of that. So, Dr. Powell, tell us a little bit about what is the other stuff that's going on that helps with the kids and the music department, ballet, and all of that, because there's a lot of really cool stuff.
Yes, we are busy in our summer camp series, and we have a little something for everybody, from adult classes to younger students. We have piano and guitar classes. We just finished our Next Generation Ballet intensive, and we also had a sold-out show of Little Shop of Horror. And, of course, one of our bigger programs coming up is The Little Mermaid that's going to be on August 9th and 10th. This show is huge. They have over 90 students in this cast, and we're packaging it as an opportunity for kids to come out from all around to dress up as their favorite Under the Sea character, get their picture taken with the cast. Just come out, maybe go out for some seafood, and dive in under the sea with us on that time. And, of course, after we finish with all this busy summer camp stuff, we're revving up for the fall semester. We have a lot of classes that we offer in the fall, again, from age 2 up. We have a children's music. We have a children's music chorus, a new rocking recorders class. We have the Mommy and Me type classes for age 2 and up if you really want your kids to come out and take part in that. We have chamber music classes, new jazz classes in the fall. If you want to get a sampling of what we're about, the best way to do it is either to come to our website, which is patelconservatory.org, or come to our open house that we have August 13th and the 24th. it's a chance to see the breadth of this place, the tie-in with this huge performing arts center that's larger than life, and experience the fact that your child will be next to Broadway stars performing just feet over in this performing arts center. It really is a sense of excitement that you have to experience and come and see. This open house, again, August 13th and 24th. You can find out more information on our website, again, patelconservatory.org, or call our phone number, 813-222-1002. There's going to be food, excitement, and you can see literally what's all going on.
I tell you, I'm really looking forward to, hopefully we can send somebody out to see Summer Fantasy 2013. As I read and was contacted on this, 200 ballet students. That's an exciting thing. I don't even know if you like ballet or not, but it's got to be pretty cool and admirable to go out and see a bunch of these girls who have worked so hard to get to that point, you know, and support them. So that's really cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of these events, and I really do appreciate everything that you guys are doing over there.
Yeah, we work very hard. That Summer Fantasy was a program that attracted people from all over the country, and it is a very dynamic, exciting program. But we also want to get the message out that we have something for everyone. When I'm sitting in my office, sometimes I know the day of the week by what I hear outside of my office. For example, we have an adult flamingo class that, and a lot of adult class series that people that it's been a while since they've experienced the arts, or they just want to get in touch again. It doesn't mean that they can't do it or can't start again. So we have a lot of adult series and a lot of children's classes. And we have validated parking because we understand some of the issues with the downtown area and coming there. So we really go out of our way to really have a great experience for everybody. And, you know, we also have scholarship opportunities. And one way that we're trying to help students out that have never been to the conservatory before is we have a scholarship contest. It's a video contest. If you submit a YouTube video at 2 minutes in length, then you might get free tuition for the fall semester. And more information on that can be at our website, again, patelconservatory.org. But even aside from the video contest, we still have scholarship opportunities, and we really try hard to be inclusive for everybody.
It's fantastic. All right, well, thank you again, Dr. Daniel Powell from the Patel Conservatory, joining us with a lot of information on what's going on in the greater Tampa Bay area. And please check out their website. We'll put a link on the show page and our website. Thank you again, Dr. Powell, for joining us.
Oh, absolutely. Glad to be here.
All right, Bob. Well, we survived and wrapped up another action-packed Dispatch Radio. What's going on in your world? Got any shout-outs or anything else you want to throw in there real quick in our waning moments?
Well, I'd like to just talk about quickly about a story that we covered this week. A little town in Colorado called Deer Trail. They are trying to pass an ordinance for $25. You can get a hunting license to shoot down drones.
I'm 100% on board with this. That's the best $25 that could be spent. If I get to tag it, do I get to keep it? Because I'm putting that thing on the wall, baby.
Well, as a matter of fact, if you do get one, according to the ordinance draft, they will reward you $100 that if you can present a valid hunting license and bring a piece of the drone with you.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. All right. Well, let me have a special shout out here to Sister Susan Johnson. She passed away yesterday. She is a very valuable member of our church. She's a little over 90 years old. Spicy and feisty, sweet little Miss Johnson, Sister Johnson, I know has left her footprint on this planet, and she will be missed, and miss her greatly. And if you want to check out some of the stories, theglobaldispatch.com, tons of news, everything you can think of, from politics to religion, pop culture, weird news, health, outbreak news, all that stuff. And, like us on Facebook, like the Facebook wall, the radio show, those kinds of things. Bob, anything else?
Well, yeah, Maria and Jessica, love you girls, and thanks for the support.
Yeah, I tell you what, we couldn't do this without our families. We're so incredibly blessed. We appreciate all your work in there, Bill. He's our engineer doing the control work for us. And thank you again.
I'm changing my name on your show.
Oh, yeah?
My name is Carlos Danger.
You are not. That name has already been taken. I think you're going to get yourself banned by Twitter by using that name. So, all right, my friends. Thank you again for all of your support. Until next week, this has been Dispatch Radio.
Sometimes life is an ocean, we're just trying to float. We get caught in slow motion from the undertow. Sometimes